Hello there, friends, and welcome back to more Bravely Default 2. Last time, we met with Lyn 626's hero. Last time, we got a distress signal from all three civilizations we've already been to, Halcyonia, Savalon, and Wiswald, as Holograd has finally made their move to attack all of them in their own ways. With Savalon trying to become a vassal state, Halcyonia being invaded, and Wiswald being attacked by the army of the undead led by Vigentio, an old enemy of Lady Emma. We have gathered here in Wiswald and have created a plan to take down this mighty wight, as he calls himself, and that's what we're going to be doing today. There's an institute that he's taken everyone here from Wiswald into, and we're going to go after him. If you want any preparations for what we're about to go into, honestly, there really isn't much. Elemental shields and resistances are pretty decent, but funnily enough, having a white mage, a salve maker, or a crap ton of maxed out red mages is probably your best bet. If you don't have red mage leveled up on anyone, or you don't want to use white mage, salve maker will work just fine. Just make sure to have a bunch of potions. We are going to be going up against an army of the undead after all, and remember that healing actions have the reverse effect on them. It will hurt them instead of heal them. And I guess by proxy, if you are using stuff like Spear Attack or Drain HP, take those off, because otherwise you're going to be struggling, because you're just going to be hurting yourself. Real quick though, that reminds me, I need to check up on my abilities. Okay, just had to switch things around, because since I hadn't done that since fighting Dominic. Okay, so now we are here in a building called the Rect Institute. Now, interestingly enough, this is actually a dungeon that you could have been visiting before even entering Chapter 3. The reason why I didn't is because I knew we would be going here for the story, and I wanted to leave its exploration for right now. And also, these enemies are pretty strong. But hey, we get to listen to the new music as we take them down. So, Seth here is going to be still doing his standard cleaving, but real quick, let's swap his weapon around, because I don't think these Sahagin are really going to like me hitting them with water damage. Let's go ahead and default for a little bit. Let's use Elvis's turn to examine these guys. Dagon Shieldbearer, the Ruined Mageling, and then we'll defend the people here. 3,500 HP on the dot. With Lightning and Axes, Ruined Mageling, lots of weaknesses, roughly 3,500 HP as well. Which means that I don't know if Seth is going to be able to take all these guys out on his own. So let's just start auto-attacking, I guess. Our attack is still, our regular attack is okay, I guess, but let's use Health Bringer here, just set something up here. Velation, that will block one magic attack for the entire party. Usually it uses HP, but because they're enemies, they just ignore that whole thing. Let's go ahead and use a Solid Stance. I could use Solid Right Style, but it's not going to hit everyone, so let's just, I could use Level Slash here, actually. I don't know if our conventional attack is going to work on these guys. You know what, screw it, let's just see how much damage we do. Counter physical attacks, obviously we have counter savvy, but oh, they do lower physical attack damage. Okay. Okay, that took a lot longer than I thought it would. I'll be honest. Okay, yeah, we're probably just gonna have to try and level slash these guys if we run into those magelings again. Because otherwise, they're just gonna lower my attack power before I can really get any good hits off. See what this other Sahagin has with us. Oh, it's just standard stuff. Okay, well, we can actually do the standard attack thing here if we wanted to. But I think actually just level slashing is probably the best way of handling this. And then we'll just do a regular attack since we have indiscriminate rage. And then, yep, Elvis is starting to learn some stuff on Pictomancer. There's Adamant Shield, which is a new shield here. Let's see what we got. Light durable buckler made from an adamantite shell, which we have fought some, actually no, we haven't fought the adamantite turtles yet. Gives some decent HP. Elvis is the one that has the best stat bonuses from shields right now, and it doesn't seem like they're any better than the Icefire and Typhoon shield combination, so we're going to pass on that for right now. The Rect Institute has a very weird dungeon layout. There's a lot of hidden walls and hidden areas, so we'll be making sure to keep an eye on all those. Oh boy, consecutive battle. Here we go. Ooh. Bonito, what'd they do to you? Actually, that's probably closer to Rapidash. Or what am I seeing? That is a Sagari. weak to water, light, and axes, I think that's a perfect time to swap back over to the Ice brand and see what we can do with this baby. And then attack normally. They have damage water, which is frustrating. And now Seth is in a very low HP territory, but hopefully we don't have to worry about that. We have a new enemy here, the Short Kate. They're the same size as any other Kate, but you know what? Whatever. I am tempted to X-Potion Seth just to get him back up. Let's do that. Unfortunately, I don't really have much else I can do on this turn, so we're just going to defend the people and hope for the best. Relation, very frustrating, but that's okay. Let's do a God's... Let's examine the Short Kate. I was going to say Godspeed Strike Up, but no, I should probably see what he's all about. Let's see here. Weak to wind, light, swords, and staves. Okay. I mean, this is an interesting enemy combination, I'll say. I am tempted to try out the Ice brand on the Dagon Shield Bearers, despite them probably absorbing water. So let's do a tiny test. Okay, they're immune to water. All right, that makes sense. I mean, they are aquatic. Let's go ahead and see what Fourfold Flurry can do. That's definitely a tongue twister. 2 of them honestly should be enough. Yep. Ooh, Sloth Hunter, pretty decent, I'd say. Ether and a Blighted Bone, that's actually not bad for an enemy drop. Especially since we will need it, potentially. Oh, the person we were talking about just found a treasure chest for us. Awesome. 14,700 peak from that one chest right there. That's insane.
Okay, what's the plan?
Oh, hey, a new enemy, Gold Goyle. 3,800 HP, weak to fire, dark, spears, and bows. Okay, well, let's see. We can take advantage of that. You are a demon. Unfortunately, I don't have Demon Slayer. Okay. Well, I guess I can do Humanoid Slayer and just see if I can kill this Mageling. Boop, boop. Awesome. Darkra. Okay. Well, at least it's not gravity magic. Level 39 on Adele. And we move forward. I'm kind of sad I have to use the level slash strategy because, one, we've been using it a lot, but also I want to show off more of Swordmaster stuff, and we're just not really getting a chance to. I mean, there's still plenty of game left to do that, but still, it is a little unfortunate. So level slash is actually not going to do too much damage in this scenario, but we'll just start off with it. I'm kind of tempted to switch Adele's sub-job over to something else just to have access to more AoE, but I don't know. It might not be worth it, honestly. Oh, Crescent Moon was able to do it. Got job level 11. I mashed through the text, unfortunately, so we're just gonna have to check through the menu. We got Fluid Flow. So I think I actually haven't talked about Solid Slash or Fluid Flow yet, so let's do that. Solid Slash can only be used during Solid Stance. Perform a powerful physical attack on a target and bring the user's next turn around more quickly. It's kind of the inverse of Solid Right style, where it delays the enemy's turn, but this one brings your turn around faster. Fluid Flow. Usable when Fluid Stance. When attacked, hit back with a powerful physical strike that will increase the user's BP by 1. This will happen every time the user is attacked until their next turn, even if they have a negative number of BP. This is an excellent ability to use as your last action if you're going into the negative, because as it said right there, you can take advantage of it as you climb back up to 0 BP. So use this after utilizing some kind of aggro management ability or just have a huge chance of being targeted, and you'll be able to just counter enemies without even being able to move, which is pretty good. Then we'll get Multitask. Go ahead and talk about this right now. 33% chance of any regular attack being followed up with a further quick physical attack. Again, the Swordmaster has a lot of conventional attack-based abilities, and we've seen how good that actually is. So we can make good use out of Multitask, even if it is RNG-based. I am kind of hoping we can max out both Spiritmaster and Swordmaster in this dungeon. That is the idea, but we will see what happens. We've got 2 more enemies over here. Then we go over to this Kate here. I'm going to pass over for real quick, because I think there might be something over here. Actually, that reminds me, I should probably have Divining Rod on, shouldn't I? Let's put that on instead of Sub-Job Specialty 1, since we're not finding Gloria getting hit all that often. There's 6 treasure chests in this area? Oh, okay. I don't remember this dungeon having that much loot, but maybe I'm mistaken? I don't remember that. Anyway, let's go ahead and take on these enemies. I know there's been a lot of cuts, but there hasn't been any new enemies, and the strategy is exactly what you would think it was. Level slash, level slash, level slash, crescent moon. Not exactly the most exciting thing. Ooh, oh, hang on, hang on. As soon as I say that, something happens. We got magic armlets. These are 120 MP and boost your restorative power by 20. These are basically just the better force armlets. Okay, I mean, hey, that's something new. Hey, there's a treasure chest. I knew there was something around here, though. Hyper bracers. Man, more accessories. I think that's another, like, just base stat boost. Yeah, power bracers is 18 physical attack, aim plus 5. Hyper bracers is physical attack plus 30, aim plus 10. That's not bad at all. In terms of, like, what I would replace with it, I mean, the hyper bracers is just a better version. I just lose out on the on the fire resistance, which really isn't that big of a deal right now. So I think I might actually put the hyper bracers on Seth right now. I am tempted to put on 2 hands are better than 1 rather than indiscriminate rage, since we're not going to be using it. So I'll go ahead and do that. Remove the buckler. That puts our attack power at 294 now. Yeah, that's really good.
Okay then.
Let's give her a whirl, shall we? Yeah, they're dying about as quick as I thought they would. Still haven't gotten it down to 2 level slashes to kill, but we'll get there eventually. More enemy respawns. I don't want to just sit here and fight over and over and over again in the same area, so let's just try to move on here. We've got 5 treasure chests to find after all. Okay. So... Ooh, pairing. Pair up these enemies, get a consecutive battle bonus.
Great work, team.
Thanks, Elvis. I mean, yeah, you've kind of been the backbone of the team so far, being our tank. I don't intend for Elvis to be the tank for the party the entire game. It's just kind of ended up that way since I want a lot of passive, like, buff debuffer jobs on him. And just him having a shield master just allows him to do something reliable as he's leveling up other jobs. Yeah, I don't intend for him to stay as shield master for too long. It's just, that's how things have worked out. Other characters will be leveling up shield master, so yeah, don't worry about that. Same thing with Gloria. She will not be staying as, like, the team healer and support the entire time. That's just how things have sort of ended up. But trust me, she will get her time to shine as, like, a primary attacker. Seth will probably end up being a healer at some point, you know, that kind of thing. We're going to be swapping people around quite a bit. There's still quite a bit of game left. Anyways, I don't think I've missed anything just yet. I don't know, we're kind of like looping around. I saw a treasure chest earlier, but we couldn't get to it, so I'm going to assume I am on the right track. Ooh, we're almost to level 12 on Spirit Master for Gloria. Getting close. I think I might put her on Oracle next. Let's see here, more dead Rabadashes. I guess this would be a Ghost Fire type. Pokemon Legends ZA isn't out yet as of the time of this recording. So give us Ghost Fire type Rapidash, guys. Come on. I'd train it and level it up. Rapidash is pretty cool. Ooh, 2 treasure chests over there. Sorry, Rapidash, we gotta leave you behind. We have to loop all the way around to get to those? Okay. Wasn't expecting that. The clipping on Seth's pelt right there is so annoying. I like this job design quite a bit, but man, that is frustrating to look at. Let's take a look at that. Holy is just another incredibly powerful light magic attack, so not much to do about that. Let's go ahead and swap her over to Oracle for right now. We can start learning some of those abilities. I've got to say, this attire is interesting. I'll probably just leave my opinions for the job video. I have no idea when that'll come out though. I'm definitely really far ahead of the public releases for these recordings, so, of course. I probably also should have swapped around my gear on Oracle, shouldn't I? Whatever. It worked out. Gloria learned slow. Again, it's pretty easy to say that the Oracle is kind of like this game's version of Time Mage, but that's not entirely accurate, but they do start out with some abilities that have that. First things first, though, let's go over their specialty, in one's elements. Actually, I've already talked about that, and I've already talked about hastening. It's been a while since my last recording, trust me. So quick. Enable an ally to deliver 50% more hits with the attack command for 2 turns. Pretty decent. Slow, attempt to slow a target down. Again, pretty standard stuff, but we'll get into what the Oracle actually does, like their really cool gimmick, when we get those abilities unlocked. Level 40 on Seth and Adele. Wait, didn't we just get level 39? Man, okay. That is a lot of EXP. That's a gold coil. Okay, so we're getting close to the end of the amount of enemies we can fight here. Okay, the enemies are no longer dangerous to us. They don't have that red aura, which is pretty nice. There's a save pad here. But I think we can move forward.
Who do you think you are, disturbing my glorious experiment? Leave right now if you know what's good for you.
Not likely. You let my people go or you'll regret it.
Oh, is that a Westwaldian accent I hear? I thought Ruddy was the only one of you left. Well, never mind. If your goal is to save your countrymen, you had better act very quickly indeed. It's time, you see.
Come on, we need to hurry.
Say what you will about Vigentio, I love the way they interpreted his speech patterns, because he's literally dead, and he's having so much trouble trying to speak normally. I think it's really cool. Also, yeah, welcome to Arkham Asylum, where we just have Vigentio talking to us over like a microphone somewhere. I don't know why, I just found that funny the first time I heard it in my first playthrough. Yeah, we're not really getting as close to that level up as I wanted, and we are getting really close to the actual fight. So I think it might be time for me to start exploring, and seeing what I missed. So, about that, we actually can't turn back. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna be taking down Vigentio real quick. Alright, so that's something new that I didn't know about. That is okay. Alright, so how are we gonna do this? Let me go ahead and swap out my stuff real quick. If you're curious how I intend to take this freak down, there's a reason why I was leveling up Red Mage on as many characters as I could. So remember that they have their sub-job specialty, their second specialty, Chain Spell. All test spells are performed twice at no extra MP cost. They also have access to Healaga, restore 3,000 HP to a target. If they cast this twice, guess what? It'll do at least 6,000 damage. But also, that's not it. If you were to add Magic Critical and MP Savored, and, you know, some extra stuff here and there, there's a pretty good chance that you're gonna be doing way more than 6,000 damage per action. Yeah, I also have Salve Maker as Adele and Seth's sub-job, mostly for Seth to allow him to also deal healing damage if he needs to, but also as a kind of a backup in case I actually need to heal the party with like widen area or whatnot. So yeah, this is the build I'm gonna be going for. It's not exactly conventional. You could definitely fight Vigentio another way, but I think this is the coolest and funniest way to do it. So we're gonna be going in with 3 Red Mages and a Sword Master. Honestly, I could have gone with Seth as a Red Mage as well, but I just didn't get around to leveling up Red Mage on him on time.
How truly fascinating! I was sure that my deathless minions would take care of you. Either that or you'd succumb to despair and give up halfway. But no, you've actually made it all the way here. It was quite the entertaining little sideshow. But the main event awaits.
Ho! Who you calling a sideshow, pal?
I can't offer any higher billing than that, I'm afraid. You'll be slack-jawed soldiers in my undead army like all the rest, once I've dealt with you.
Sorry, but that's no happening. You're going down, and the people of Wiswald are coming home. As a citizen of this fair nation, and a pupil of the mighty Lady Emma, I swear it.
Emma was your teacher! That bungling, boorish, brain-dead incompetent! And now you intend to stand in my way, just as she did! I am the Lord of the Undying, the Mighty White!
You're not the least bit mighty, pal. You're a pathetic bampot who threw his toys out of the pram and ran away because he couldn't get the better of Lady Emma.
How dare you!
If you think you're making mindless minions of us, you've another thing coming. Now let's get this done. It's time for you to die. And stay dead this time!
Let's stay focused.
I am the greatest, mightiest wizard the world has ever.
Oh, okay, oh man, I thought he was gonna do a speech. Okay, no, he's just going straight for the attack. Okay, Vigentio. Yeah, he's kind of interesting. First things first, let's examine him. See what we're up against. 50,000 HP, weak to light daggers and spears. Yeah, he is significantly weaker than the previous chapter counterparts, which is pretty surprising. You would think Chapter 4 would have a huge difficulty spike, wouldn't you? Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about him for a quick second. First things first, Vigentio focuses a lot on group-wide magic damage, meaning that you just need to keep your eye on your entire party's HP and make sure you're pretty healthy. Otherwise, you're gonna die to his magic pretty quickly. Also, I haven't really talked about it all that much, but there's multiple different boss fight musics in this game, and Vigentio's and the other commanders, sorry, spoilers, but we'll be fighting the other Hologuard commanders. This is one of my favorite boss themes in the entire game, and while I try to reverse his undead effects, I want you to listen to this music for a little bit. Here we go.
Sacred powers restore you! Holy spirits heal you! Sacred powers restore you! Holy spirits heal you! Sacred powers restore you!
To witness my true power. Holy spirits heal you. Sacred powers restore you.
What's the plan?
Now that I have the Arcanist Asterisk, I have become the most magnificent mage of all! No one can stop me now! Not Emma, and certainly not the pathetic apprentice!
You say that, but bro, you killed yourself. But yeah, okay, so Vigentio has a new card up his sleeve. He can bring himself back to life. Well, back to not life. Either way, yeah, he has a new HP bar, though it's a little lower this time. Yeah, he's the Arcanist. Arcanist has the slight downside of also hitting the user, and that's how he died right there. Anyway, let's go ahead and get onto this. We're going to go ahead and just make a crap ton of healing potions, and just send them on through Vigentio here. Actually, I probably don't need to use X potions for these second ones here. We can make a half elixir. Quarter elixirs are okay. Send them to Vigentio. There we go. Take some decent damage there. You can actually remove all of Vigentio's MP if you were diligent enough to do so. Let's go ahead and use Gloria's turn this time. She'll be the one doing heal login now. Speed things up. Yeah, the idea with this strategy is to never let Vigentio actually get to play the game, which is I really, really like this strategy. Because Vigentio is very annoying.
Well, perhaps you're not as pathetic as you look. Not many could trouble me for this long. But don't think for a second that you have what it takes to defeat me. No one does. After all, the mighty white.
Oh, don't be sticking your tongue out at me like that. Dang, okay. Yeah, Seth is definitely in trouble, but he only has 29,000 HP now. If I were to do some quick maths, unfortunately, doing some quick math indicated that I'd probably only do about 28,800 damage if I were to just go balls to the wall with Adele here to take down Vigentio, which means I should probably use this time to play a little safe. So that's what I will do. There's Ardor, another big raid-wide attack, dealing some pretty decent damage. But thankfully, our defenses are strong enough to where we don't need to worry about that. Though, with Ardor, it is fire and water damage. Vigentio absorbs fire and water damage. Let's use 3 Brave Points. I kind of want Elvis to get the closing ability on this. Oh, it's 3,900. My math was way off there. I was counting 3,600, so actually I would have been able to kill him right there. Let's go around to Elvis's turn and let him get the very fitting final blow.
Sacred powers restore you! Spirits heal you!
Such a shame! Such a shame! I told you, didn't I? I told you I couldn't die! I told you couldn't defeat me!
I do seem to remember something about that eye. Can't be true though, can it?
Of course it is!
I'm not so sure, you know.
What is happening to me? I'm melting!
Sorry, pal. Lady Emma got the better of you again. Ah, if you'd only bothered to read her work. Yeesh. Smart, eh? She never was one to do things by halves.
Damn you! This is unacceptable! I refuse to...
Ready to face facts, Vigentio? You lost.
That he did, and he lost very poorly. Yeah, so Vigentio as an encounter, even if you were trying to do this like as normal as possible, he really doesn't have too many tricks up his sleeve to put you down. If you're really worried about his magic damage, prioritize a few elements, just make yourself resistant to it, and that'll be more than enough to completely remove any real worry from fighting Vigentio. Otherwise, send a bunch of white mages, salve makers, and red mages his way and just watch him keel over and die. Like what we just saw right here. Let's take the stupid asterisk off of his grummy hands. He's already given us the name. Let's see what it's all about. This is the Arcanist. Arcanists are able to perform powerful, if occasionally indiscriminate, magical attacks. That's pretty standard for what the Arcanist's abilities are all about. Like Dark, perform a dark magic attack on all targets, or on a target / all targets, which is pretty standard. They have access to dark attacks, just like, any other job would. Ardor is the indiscriminate attacks that it was talking about. Perform a magical attack on an ally and foe alike that combines the power of fire and water. So what this means is that you're going to be hitting enemies and teammates with both fire and water magic damage. Meaning that if you don't want to be an active nuisance to your party, you need to build around the Arcanist's damaging abilities. So if you were to use Ardor, you would need to make sure your team is at least resistant, but hopefully blocks or absorbs fire and water magic damage. Otherwise, you will just be an active nuisance to the team. The Arcanist has some of the craziest damage output in the entire game. And the only real major thing to note about it is that you need to play around it. If you're looking for a job to build an entire team around, the Arcanist is pretty much the best you'll get.
I don't know what to say. Elvis. Everyone. Thank you.
Aye, thanks so much. We'd have been done for without you.
Ach, don't mention it. As if I'd leave old Wiswald high and dry when she needed me.
As if, eh? So, Princess Gloria, what's next?
Well, Wiswald may be safe for now, but other kingdoms remain in danger. And while we cannot know for certain until we've investigated further, my suspicion is that this is all Holograd's doing. I mean to go to those kingdoms' aid, just as we came to yours.
I see. Well, listen, it's going to take a wee while for us to put things in order around here. But once we're back on our feet, we're going to help you recover the Wind Crystal. That's a promise.
Cheers, old pal.
And from what I hear, those Holograders go into battle pretty well protected. But I reckon we've a spell or two that can help with that. We'll be ready to join you whenever you decide to make your move.
Thank you both. Your help will be very much appreciated.
Excellent, so now Wiswald is all back in order, and there are obviously some new side quests for us. Oh boy, it's stacking up, huh? Let's go ahead and read this party chat. Safe once more. Well, it looks like my beloved Wiswald will live to fight another day, eh? Thanks, everyone. There's no need to thank us. We're all in this together. Yeah, we're literally, well, Seth isn't, but we're all red mages, you know? We look after each other. Yes, we would all have done whatever it took to see the people of Wiswald safe again. Thank crikey we arrived when we did, eh? If it had been much later, Vigentio would have... Yeah, who knows what would have happened if he had turned the whole town undead. There's a reason why I went for it first. It's not like if you leave Wiswald for last that they are already all undead, but I felt like this was the more urgent matter, at least in terms of the narrative. Just thinking about it's enough to make me queasy. But we stopped him, and that's what matters. Yes, and now Roddy and Lily have agreed to help us with whatever awaits. Oh, and they'll be a help, all right. You can count on that. But we might need to give them a wee while to get things in order around here first. It'll be worth the wait, though. Wiswald's spellcraft is more than a match for Holograda's brawn. You mark my words. Yeah, I feel safer knowing we have an army of wizards at our back. Bravely second. Yes, I shall be glad to be able to call on them whenever the time comes. Though I'm not sure how we'll ever repay the favor. Oh, you'll repay it easily enough. And they'll all be looking forward to the day you do. How can I? I am nothing but a princess without a kingdom. Aye, and a face that would brighten even the darkest day. Flash that about the place every once in a while, and they'll be calling it evens before you know it. I mean, yeah, we already have side quests that showcase that the Wiswald children really like it. Not Adele. Gloria, at least. I can't... Sorry, I was thinking of the fairy stuff still. Okay, so yeah, Wiswald is safe and sound, kind of. They still have to get their feet back on, and prep themselves for war against Holograd now. But in the meantime, we are going to go ahead and rest up ourselves. I'll grab those treasure chests in that Rect Institute later. I might do it off screen. I don't know. It depends on how valuable they are. I might have to look that up. Either way, though, next time on Bravely Default 2, we are going to be heading over to Savalon, I believe. I think just making our way on foot to Halcyonia is probably the best way to do this, which means Savalon would be our next destination. Though, I will admit here, Vigintio, in my opinion, is without a doubt the easiest of the 3 Holograd commanders to deal with. So, there isn't going to be a super funny little strategy that I'll be employing for the other 2. So we're going to need to be on our feet for that. So, with all that said, I'll see you soon.